Welcome to watching.
Welcome to watching.
Thanks for welcoming.
Thanks for going.
Oh god.
Fuck you, Greg.
No.
Whoa! Damn, whoa! Shots fired.
Wow.
Uncalled for.
Probably, hopefully.
I kicked him out.
It is
Go ahead, Greg.
you.
Oh. I don't know if you better jump. Just come in here and hang out and want. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki! You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga
is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Swiftly?
Were they like fighting? Suplex. Don't worry, guys. Greg always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking or other stuff.
How dependable.
Damn.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy that it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Well, maybe I don't like that house. I want it to be on fire. If I say so, I don't have to.
You two are really good friends,
Okay.
aren't you? Might be a little jealous.
Shut your dumb ass up.
You and Greg
Bitch.
become good friends too.
Bitch.
Sayori.
Those
You.
Uh,
Vocalize. Oh,
That's usually what that is. Just kind of.
I think it's
Like a little
silence.
grunt.
Yeah,
As
they're
usual,
just staring each other
Sayori
down.
seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put into me.
Me into
the
me.
weird
Whoa!
situation.
What's going on?
He brought you something today, you know?
Well, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. End of sentence.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place.
Oh, I should probably.
So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright.
What if she wants it?
Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
This is what I brought.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
Yeah.
Fuck.
discuss
Fuck
it
me.
if you want.
Yeah.
Maybe go a bit further than that.
This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the
Never
book.
mind.
Shove
No,
it
no,
up
he
my
was
ass.
in.
Ew.
You were doing it right. No, I was like, why are you reading it like that? But
Well,
no.
you can read it at your own pace. Don't do anything weird with it. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Paper cuts.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected
Please don't
Monica
eat
to
it.
kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corridor.
You know them?
Yeah.
Yuri's face is already buried
Sorry,
in
I'm
a
gonna
book.
kill your ass.
I can't help but notice her intense
I'm not
expression, like she was waiting
Who's
for this
sorry?
chance.
You.
Meanwhile, Natsuki is
Throw your
rummaging
hand
around in
Kill
the
your
closet.
ass.
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book.
Reading, yeah, they're reading.
Yeah.
It looks
the
like
one
the same
thing
book
you
that she
Sim
lent.
City,
I thought he
so he
said
doesn't know.
reading.
More than that, she
Yeah, he
seems to
did.
be.
See?
Oh.
She seems to be on the first few
Sorry.
pages.
Well,
Ah.
This breeding.
Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. So sorry. I was just
I don't
spacing
mean
out.
to breed in the classroom.
I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it.
Yeah, okay.
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come we have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down.
Yeah, because
It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so?
I was supposed to say it's really heavy, but that would make it easy.
What's it about anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back.
Yeah, that's why she bought 2, because one was covered in glue.
Oh, I don't want this
The
one.
book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away.
2 of them.
Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister.
Moves
But
up
as,
with their younger
but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter
Your
what she
mom!
does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Greg?
He is,
No, it's not
Where
that.
is
he is not.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories,
He
so
scared himself
don't worry.
thinking you were
I
crazy.
he?
hope so.
I remember.
Yeah,
What?
I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist,
Mediocre perspective.
they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-side morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
I mean, Mr.
Hey,
Science.
don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess
I
it's
don't know
alright
if you
then.
could hear it.
But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem.
I have
When I let things, when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
Gonorrhea.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Greg, you kind of have W
Ah.
words.
And Grace is getting all the bitches all at once. He didn't
That's
have to do anything.
Yeah.
He just showed
well,
up.
that's true.
Listen, nightgown?
In fact,
I can.
I might as well get started reading it,
No.
right?
Yeah, why
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it.
After image.
Let me just get the book.
After image.
I quickly retrieved the
Essence.
book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
Nope.
I slip into the seat next
Slip
to
into?
Yuri.
I slip into
What?
your-
Ah! Yeah. What?
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
Uh-oh.
That's.
It's so
I'm sorry.
big.
That's my seat.
It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading
that is
in
breathing.
company with someone.
Oh, reading. Oh,
Breeding.
She's definitely
Breeding.
reading.
I
Sorry.
see.
Do you?
Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the
Reading.
prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company.
Breeding.
It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. What? What?
Keep
And the
going.
presence over your shoulder is
Oh.
a read.
Yeah.
It's not a particularly
He's
bad
the one-
thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is
Are
somewhat
you
comforting.
comforted, Greg?
Yuri is in the corner of my eye.
I am.
I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just.
Breeding everywhere?
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
Canadian.
I do.
Canadian. Yuri's Canadian confirmed.
I don't really mean to.
Hamilton.
Sorry. I mean,
Pay your taxes.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
That's nice.
Hmm.
It
That's
feels
so
like my
cute,
left
Greg.
arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
What the
Yuri
hell?
takes her left
Shit.
arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and
CG.
forefinger.
CG.
I do the same with my right arm. On the right
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh my god.
That way, I turn a page,
Whenever she turns
and
the
Yuri
page.
slides it under her thumb like the flips through his side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting.
Yeah, I wonder what's distracting.
Mm.
Oi, 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 oi.
You're reading the words, I'm
Warmth
sure.
of Yuri's face.
Warmth of Yuri's boy.
It doesn't feel like it to feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page, that is.
Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a
Oh, he
second.
really did. He really did.
Yeah.
I glance over at Yuri's face and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
Idiot.
I don't
Who's
mind
that?
being patient if it
Who's
takes
not
a
used
bit longer. It's probably the least I can do.
Side-eye.
Oh. Since you've been so patient with me, thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it
Oi,
flutter
oi,
over
oi,
her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but
Why do they got so much turbulence?
the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well-
Oi, oi, oi.
I guess she's more blunt than in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. If it's not like I can see it in your head or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri
It's
remains,
intense stuff.
Oh, you wee!
It's better.
He ripped off his jacket.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
Or one viewer can
But
see.
Greg, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm more meant it that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Stop flicking her boobs.
Yep.
We're not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright,
Ouchie.
I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have much to do of preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright.
Hey, stand up.
Why not?
Yuri just said I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slide it back into my own bag.
By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Oh.
My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Thanks.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Shit.
No shit.
Come on, Josh, that's your line.
Let's all do it at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Oh shoot.
No.
Oh shoot.
What do you choose?
Does this...
This makes literally 0 difference.
Okay.
Which one do you want to read first?
Which one do we want to...
I assume you just go through the whole list anyway.
Yeah.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Oh no, is she gonna... Oh, fuck. Gremlin grunt.
Greg, if you're not going to take this stuff seriously, then go home, bitch!
Whoa, what?
What? You expect me to act whatever this shit?
You're like one of those smokers with like the hole in there.
So there's a little
You think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer.
Well, I hurt my
Maybe
head.
it's not very good, but I did put in
voice for
effort.
2 seconds.
We all start somewhere,
Yeah.
right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I mean,
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
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 fine.
You know, if I played this game, I would not play it.
Yeah, okay, that makes
I would
sense.
be playing with my right hand on.
Oh.
You know
Whoa!
what I mean? I would skip through all the dialogue.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
Which is the entire game.
Okay, anyways. I'm sorry. What happened? Why am I apologizing? It'll get better anyway. I tell you to tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now.
Yep.
Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Bitch. Okay, who's reading this? Eagles can fly, monkeys can clap, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh, jeez.
Good poem.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like it.
I like it.
What? No, you don't. Just be honest, bitch.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even think my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves, even if it's weird?
Even if it's fucking stupid.
Hey, fuck you, bitch. Hey, fuck you.
Whoa!
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly.
He's back!
Holy freak.
Oh, shoot.
Welcome to
Welcome to Los Pelos
Put it
Hermanos.
behind you.
I'm doing
And you
it.
got
My
to
name
put
is
this one
Gus.
behind you.
But you can call me...
But you can call me Gus.
My name's Gus, but you can call me Gus.
My name's Gus, but you can call me. You should voice.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
You want
It's pretty close. It's pretty close.
You want to hear the voice that Natsuki has?
I know what it's easy to read my minutes. You want me? That's what it is.
Alright, see, if I was
I'm
actually
gonna pause
playing this
the-
game, the voice would be.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
Good.
That did it.
Yep.
No, it didn't.
It did actually. I just didn't realize. Oh, I should. Greg, you can click it. Game, you're good.
Hey.
I like this penis.
I love this penis.
Look at her palm.
Look at this penis.
I love this penis.
Seeing everyone around
I think
here.
everyone's penis.
Seeing everyone around here
Penis.
do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
I drink
Yeah,
penis.
I understand.
But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Oh, did you read Eagles Can Fly?
No.
That helps bring up the feeling the last
Oh,
time.
that's the voice.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
That's what she sounds like when she's eating.
I'm glad you learned about something. Bitch. I think you're supposed to have the youngest boy here, did you?
Yeah, just not.
Ugh.
Oh my days.
Okay.
I just sued.
This dude.
This
This and that.
Bro.
kawaii.
This and that.
I decided to humor her with the last.
Bro.
Rar.
I don't really care how old everyone
Sounds
is.
really-
But if Natsuki feels proud, then I won't take that away from her.
I'm not eating. Do me next.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh.
As Yuri reads the poem. Poem. I notice her eyes
As
lighten.
she reads the podium.
Exceptional.
It's not even.
What was that?
Eh? Did I say something that out loud?
No.
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Hey. Ooh. He's going to hate me.
McDonald's is open.
You really didn't do anything
I think
wrong,
the dollar
Yuri.
store is open.
Eh?
The independent
That's. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
So much.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Greg, did you drive the van here?
Well,
No.
I know that. I just meant,
Buy a Elantra or something.
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing
Up, boy.
is I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two words together.
Nope.
The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Kind of sounds.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Oh, sounds
Biased?
nice.
How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Shame
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to
Go
me,
get
or to
yourself, punk.
Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Think you're so tough.
Please do.
I'm gonna steal that from you.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
You're gonna take it from him.
Yuri
Give it
smiles
to him.
dreamily as if
Yeah,
it's a rare
really
opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be literature club?
Nope.
Oh god, it's cursive. Fuck. Ghost under the light. Shit, what is that second?
Tendrils.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. I think that says.
Yep.
It must be this one. the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bake claims, breathing air of the present, but living in the past.
Claims? This is calm.
I beg claims.
It also has not one sentence.
Oh, the calms. The light flickers. I flicker back. I am so sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. You're right!
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I couldn't read it, but...
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
Empire State Building.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest.
Suspicion.
Since our first time sharing, I
There's
wanted
the
to write
job
something
done.
a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Greg.
Empire
Really?
State Building at yahoo.com.
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you
What are
did
you
only glance
referencing?
over it after all.
Hold the horn.
Remember that poets
the
often
Empire
express
State
their own thoughts, feelings, and
Yeah.
experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solid putting it that way.
What are you two?
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Try
Eh?
not to break my.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too,
Yes,
so...
master.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two
That's the
from you.
right attitude.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Ah. You know,
You can definitely
I was
feel
really
that.
nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep
Make
doing
a
my
weird
best for
boner.
you, Greg.
Me too?
Broke his spine.
Monica.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh.
Hold on. New episode.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.